I always really liked to draw, and I started getting tattooed when I was 19. And I was really into the whole environment of tattoo shops and how much art people were around every day. And I started getting more interested in it the more tattoos I got. I feel like it's a very special process because it's in between a service and an art form. And I like how personal it is and how collaborative it is. So it's not just about like me and what I want to do. It's also me trying to bring someone's idea that they have for the tattoo or how they want their body to look. There's so many people interested in it, and there's a place in the industry for everyone. And I feel like before it used to be kind of like a gatekeeping um, industry. But now, since there's people of different races and genders entering the space, the clients also feel more welcome because they can see themselves represented in the teams and the aesthetics that are so different now. I don't feel like I have a set style yet. I'm kind of trying everything, and everywhere that I travel and I guest at, I learn from all the artists around me, and I feel like I'm very influenced by all these experiences. And I still want to keep doing that. I don't feel like I've learned enough to like settle into any specific style yet. So I like to be very flexible on the kind of stuff that I do just so that I can stay relevant and working, but at the same time I want to do my own kind of art and experiment with things. So it's kind of like a balance between doing things that most people want and also doing things that I want to put out into the world that are not necessarily mainstream. Some people might disagree, but I think you should know how it feels to be tattooed so you know how to deal with a person that's going through it. There's certain things like breathing techniques, positioning, like how much the kind of clothing that you should suggest people to wear when you're getting tattooed. And you're only going to know that if you're getting tattooed as well. And first-hand experience is always the best kind of experience because you can make the judgments for yourself rather than listening to whatever people want to say. And I think understanding customer service is very important because you're dealing with human beings that are going to be in pain, and you have to be patient and you have to communicate really well about what you're going to do and have them be on the same page as you because you're putting a piece of art on their body forever. And if you want them to come back to you, which is you should, then you have to make sure that they have the best possible experience. I started doing line work and dot work because I felt like I was the more comfortable with that kind of shading. And then eventually I started migrating into softer kinds of shading, things that required a little bit more precision and speed. And I also started using thinner needles, which are very hard to do at first because your hand has to be very stable. And I'm really happy that now I get to use single needles every day without any issues, and I can shade with it and line with it and just work in between different techniques too, because I want to explore kind of like these both sides of like single needle, very detailed, and at the same time going towards a more ornamental, heavy black. So like exploring both opposites to me, I feel like it's the next step.